What is up, everyone? So we have a new fighter in duels. His name is Cowboy T-Hawk, and unfortunately, he is a div unit. And why is that unfortunate? Well, first of all, div units are just straight up more expensive than regular factional units. And why do we need regular factional units? Well, it has been 6 months since we've had one. 6 months since we had Summer Cody, which was a regular unit, and it is getting really hard right now to increase my monument level cap. Right, it's at 625 because I have legendaries and because I have all the collab units, right, except for Dante. Forget Dante, right? All my collab units are triple S. Okay, now imagine that's not exactly cheap either, right? So, and all those legendaries, they're not cheap either, right? So imagine you don't have any of that, right? And you're like free to play or you're low spender, right? You would have hit cap so long ago, right? And you just can't get strong. You just can't get any. You can't even get a little bit stronger, right? Unless you pay to win, which is so unfortunate. It feels so bad, right? And eventually, by the end of this year, I'm definitely hitting cap, right? And at this rate, so far we've had Shadow Lucami, Horror Oni, the 2 special summon units, right? We've had this one, T-Hawk, the first div unit of this year, and we've had Vacation DJ, the first legendary this year, right? So we have 4 units so far, okay? And we're already in April, okay? And if you look at the current events right now, right? In the next 2 weeks, we've got nothing. We've got nothing. We don't even we have until the 15th or the 16th of April before we even find out if we even have a 7-day countdown for the next event. Okay, so there's no bosses to test anytime soon, right? I don't even know if Feral Sagat still works, right? And I'm still waiting, right, to see if Feral Sagat works on bosses, right? Because his C2 works on Mech Zangief, it doesn't work on Crusade bosses, so I don't know how useless he is, okay? And T-Hawk here, let's talk about T-Hawk, okay? T-Hawk here, he's a giant trap, okay? And what I mean by that is, okay, he is relatively strong, okay? I mean, if like you are fighting fighters of equal level, I would say he's kind of strong, right? But we're so far past that. We're at the point of the game where it's like you're playing the game manual probably, right? The fighters are probably stronger than you, right? You might want to interrupt them to get an edge, but either way, like pushing is not that hard in this game. You have Viscon Vega, Feral Sagat hits like a truck, Dalsum, Fire Down. All these units just push you in chapters, right? So like, it doesn't matter if they're equally as strong as you. They could be like way stronger than you, and you should still be able to beat them. Okay, so like I don't know if it matters if they're stronger, but the fact is right here, T-Hawk here can solo every trial here by himself without you touching anything. What I mean by he is by himself right now, right? Normally in a trial you can, you know, add fighters to your team. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna hit fight. I'm just gonna be auto. I'm just gonna let T-Hawk do his thing, and he is just gonna wipe all of them for no reason. Why does he exist? Now I'm gonna go straight to the hardest fighter here because I know this. Sometimes I might die here, right? So I want to clear this first and then get through everything else first. Okay. So why does T-Hawk do this? I don't really understand why they made this unit. Is it because they really want him to look really strong? He might die here actually. He got hit really hard here. Hana's dead already. That was fast. Cammy's dead already. Abel's dead already. That's really fast. What just happened? Okay. Why does he exist? I don't understand. What? I think they're trying to make him look stronger than he really is, right? The fact that okay, so what's going on here actually, right? The way he works is his C2 cannot be manually unleashed. Okay, I just got double tapped. That's crazy. Okay, so let me just show you what he does. So his C2 here cannot be manually unleashed. What does that even mean? It doesn't even say how it triggers. It triggers, but it didn't say how it triggers. So it's really weird. It doesn't tell you, right? It just automatically happens. It just automatically happens. His passive automatically happens too. Every 10 seconds, he marks the target takes more damage, the targets take damage. Okay? It's kind of random. The C2 is really random, right? It doesn't even tell you when he does it. He just does it, okay? So that's basically what's happening, right? Every X seconds, he marks a target, and then he C2s for free, and then because I get bar, he supers, right? So like, things are just randomly dying, okay? Was Dudley always this good? Did he just punch me 3 times in a row? That's kind of crazy. Okay, so this is not looking that good right now. Hold on, come on, just kill him already. Just kill him already. There we go. Oh my, there we go. See, T-Hawk, I knew you can do it. Okay, so all right, fight. Okay, so Now people playing the trials here, right? They're probably putting a full team here, right? They're probably like, wow, this is so easy right now. What's going on? Why is everyone dying so fast? You know, I don't know. For a second there, I thought I was gonna lose. Okay, but you know, T-Hawk pulls through again, do this random attacks. Okay, so please don't play this trial and be like, hey, T-Hawk's really good, right? We all know that trials is a really bad indicator of how good a fighter is. Look at Flame Chun-Li. She is terrible in trials. In fact, she is terrible in all modes of the game other than bosses. T-Hawk lost the game for some reason. Let's try this again. So, okay, what's going on here? T-Hawk, calm down, calm down. Okay, just breathe. Slow. Take it slow. Okay, take it slow. There we go. Whoa, why are you whiffing? There we go. Look, he just breathed on him and he died. That doesn't make sense. All right, last fight, T-Hawk. You can do this. T-Hawk. Just take him out. Just don't worry. Elena just fell, tripped, and died. That's exactly what happened. Capri just looked into T-Hawk's eyes and she just died. What? Okay, so T-Hawk now just cleared the entire trial by himself. Okay. Now, is T-Hawk actually good for anything? Okay. I think T-Hawk might be useful for bossing events. Okay. I think he might be useful in a team like this. Okay, this is a very funky team. Now forget the assists, right? Those are gonna be their own team, right? Forget the assists, okay? But like, you know, this team here of Balrog, Blanca, Feral Sagat, like I think, and T-Hawk and Tag, I think it's gonna be way better than Summer Elena because I think T-Hawk is just a better Summer Elena. Okay, Summer Elena, you know, heals you, gives you some meter, comes in maybe in and out. But Feral Sagat, and not Feral Sagat, T-Hawk, at least in a PvE boss event, just gives you damage right off the bat. Okay, so I think he's that good. However, it's hard to test because there's no event, because I still don't know if Feral Sagat works. Okay, and until I know if Feral Sagat works, I can't use them to test. Okay, if not, I might have to use Action Guy, and I really don't want to use Action Guy, so I might have to use Trinity Ryu. But I really want to use Feral Sagat. Okay, and until I can figure that out, then I'll figure out if I want to use T-Hawk. Because T-Hawk's pretty expensive. I have no divs left because I blew them all on Feral Sagat because I only have 35 divs. And if I really want to get T-Hawk to SSS, it's gonna cost me 350,000 gems or some substitutions. Okay, so I'm probably gonna blow some substitutions if I really want to make T-Hawk. But before I determine that, I need to know if Feral Sagat works. But I don't know that until at least 2 weeks to know if I get a countdown because there's no events going on right now. Because there's no events going on right now, I'm just not motivated to really do anything. Like, there's nothing to do here other than repeated events. And that's it really, right? I'm just doing dailies, I'm just doing boss rush, and I'm just doing crusade. That's really it, okay? So I just want to know if these characters work, right? That's Feral Sagat is the biggest one here because he came out like a year ago. They buffed him recently, and we don't even know if the buffs work. All right, and until I know if the buffs work, then I don't know if I really want to know if I want to use T-Hawk. Okay, so I just want some events. I just want to know if my Feral Sagat works. I just want to know if I'm gonna get a normal unit so like everyone can really just level up. And I want them to fix that hole underneath Chun-Li's armpit. That hole has been there forever. This shows a lot of neglect that I feel like should just really be fixed right now because this is really an eyesore, and I'm just leaving it on the screen just to remind myself of how this game is. Okay, so please fix all this. Okay, give me a normal unit, give me an event. Okay, and please, Feral Sagat, please work on bosses. Okay, have a good day.